The Decisive Evidence is a unique looking pistol skin that you can make using the Etherblade Signet Ring from the Living World Season 1 story achievements Sky Pirate's Mastery, and in this video I'll show you how. If you've already completed this achievement, then go ahead and use the timeline to making the weapon. If not, then I'll show you which achievements I did to complete your mastery track. Now again, you can do any of the achievements as long as you hit your mastery achievement. These are just the ones I did, and I tend to go for the easier ones. Starting off with the list from Ceremony and Acrimony, all the way to Case Closed, these achievements are gotten simply by doing the story. The next two are pretty easy as well, as they require you to complete the Fractals Etherblade Retreat and the Captain Maitrin. Make sure to do these last, as you have to do them after completing the Sky Pirates episode. Now on to Plundering the Sky Pirates. This requires you to do the jumping puzzle found in Gendaran Fields. Looting the chest at the end of the jumping puzzle after completing the Sky Pirates episode gives you the needed achievement. Found in the Gendaran Fields, we will start from the Broad Hollow waypoint and make our way down south towards the mountain range. If you have a sky skill, you can fly up to the entrance. If not, then you'll have to look for these pistons that can give you a boost. The first one is a bit tricky. Either time the push so you're running over it to get that extra boost, or stand on the very edge of the piston. I found that using your mouse buttons to move towards the ledge, along with your strafe buttons, helps in getting onto it properly. Now run along the mountains and over the rocks to the next contraption. This one will blast you over the gap towards the other side. You will shoot the direction you are facing, so make sure you're facing correctly. Once there, again use the piston to reach the higher ledge. Follow the path towards the tree and notice the shimmering wall. Run through that. Drop down and start making your way across the gaps using the same contraptions. Through the second wall, jumping over the pipes and then up the rocks. More contraptions to shoot you off and over the ledge. Jump up to the giant pipeline and follow to the rocky base. One more shoot forward and, just like our fellow adventurer, blast straight through the third shimmering wall. Run through the pipelines, avoiding the smoke fence or take some damage, until you see the magnificent chest hanging on the side of the airship. That is our goal. Now if you're lucky, there will be a commander ready to teleport you up, so you can just wait here. If not, this is where the actual jumping puzzle starts. Use the piping to drop down towards the Etherblade area. Once there, you'll have to jump up the rocks and run along the pipe to the other side. Jump up these rocks as well and then jump from pipe to pipe. This can be rather tricky, just take your time. I find it helps if you turn your camera to a top-down view. Once over the pipelines, run along the metal ledges until you can jump up onto the airship. Watch the steam blast here and kill any Etherblade that tries to stop you. They deserve it. Run to the inside of the ship and clear it. You don't want them slowing you down. I, for some reason, had a massive lag spike here for a moment. Now go outside again at the opposite end and jump down to the pole with the steam vent. Another tricky part. You're going to have to jump from pole to pole. Wait until you're out of combat, as the steam will damage you slightly and might slow you down. Then start making your way over the poles. The enemies down on the ground can target you and they will slow you down, so keep an eye out for that. As you can see, I mistimed my jump and had to start over. Once on the final pole, jump towards the arched pipeline. Be careful not to aggro the Etherblade on the other end, as he might mess up your next jump. Standing on the arched pipe, look to your right behind the airship wing. There's a massive pipeline with a piston. That is our goal. From the arched pipe, jump onto the airship wing, the iron skeletal part. From here, jump to the pipeline ridge and start jumping up. Now take your time to look where you need to go next, as the piston pushes you up. Turn your character around back to face the wing. You need to land on the top part of its metal skeleton. A trick is to stand on the upper ledge of the pipeline still, above the piston instead of right on it. This gives you a small bit of distance and height. Run to the tip of the metal skeleton and jump to the next piston. This one will take you to the next pipeline, where you'll have to try and land on the beam sticking out. Once on that one, run to the next piston. Looking up, you will see the massive horizontal air vents with a smaller pipe connected to them. That is your jump target. If you're unsure, take your time and let the piston push you up a couple times to get your bearings. Land on that and run towards the vents that alternate steam blasts. They don't hurt too much, so you can run through them as you wish, though they aren't hard to avoid either. Just run across them to the other side. Alright, next piston. Try and land again on the metal skeleton of the wing near the vertical pipeline. Now another tricky part where you'll have to jump from beam to beam. The first jump is easiest if you jump at an angle from the vertical support, and from there you'll have to use the black barrels to get a bit of extra height for your jumps. Make your way all the way up to the vertical beam. Up here is another boost contraption. Note, don't stand too close to it. I've had it blast me away before without me standing on it as I was clipping slightly into it, so be careful. You want to have it boost you to the other pipelines. You see the part where all the pipes come together? Yeah, that's your target, as more of a safe zone to land in. Once there, jump up to the rotating cogs. Don't worry, they won't boost you. And then onto the pole. Using the pole, jump onto the horizontal beam. Run along and jump down to the airship wing skeleton. Make sure you jump correctly at the height of the airship support, else you'll end in between the space like me and will have to redo the last part. Once on top of the airship, if you want to play it safe, I would clear the ether blades, as they can slow you down or even root you in place, which would suck as you're almost there. Or, just run ahead towards the middle and right. Turn your camera to more of a top-down view and you should see the entrance of the jumping puzzle and your chest. Drop down, and congratulations. In the Ceremony and Acrimony story, you will get to the Memorials on the Pyre part. You will have to complete this without being downed in order to get the achievement Ceremony Survivor. Now the next one, Tassi Master. In order to complete this one in the hard-boiled instance, you'll have to scan 11 potential suspects with your Tassi box. On the platform are 9 people with story markers above their heads, which means you're missing 2 after scanning all of these. The 10th suspect is the sleeping lion guard found right here. Then for number 11, you'll want to keep an eye out for Casimir, who is walking around the plaza. Scan her and you'll have your 11 potential suspects and your Tassi Master achievement. The Check First Mate achievement has you defeat First Mate Horek within the time limit, which is 1 minute and 30 seconds. Most DPS builds should be able to clear this, just make sure to avoid his cannons. The next achievement is Patrolling the Bloodtide Beat, which has you complete any 10 events in the Bloodtide Coast map.
Time to do some real damage.
While you're working on this, you may as well continue and go for 15 achievements to complete Patrolling the Bloodtide Beat too. Remember though that the events don't stack from one achievement to the other. Also, doing hero points might work for the story progression, but not for the achievement, so don't waste your time. Having done that, there is only one achievement that remains, and that is the Asset Recovery in the Etherblade Retreat story instance. This achievement has you plunder 5 Etherblade chests, which can be found in the following locations. The first chest after the cannon barrage, while facing Frizz's room, turn left and go up to the wooden ramp. A wooden shack to the right has chest number 1. The second chest can be found after defeating Frizz. Head north and right to a dead end with chest number 2. After crossing all the lightning-trapped bridges, head into a small room southeast for chest number 3. Chest number 4 can be found after opening the door for Keel. Drag backward down the ramp to chest number 4. The chest is through the door Keel walks through on the right if you are following her. Then the final one, after defeating Mytrin, head into the airship and you will find chest number 5 on the upper deck. With all of that done, you should have the Sky Pirate's Mastery achievement, giving you the Etherblade Signet Ring. Now, if you've already completed this achievement but you've misplaced your ring, for a 10 gold fee you can buy it off Saritok in Lion's Arch. Saritok can be found in the Hooligan's Root, found right here in Lion's Arch. Now with that, the full list of items you will need is the following: the Etherblade Signet Ring, 5 ancient pistol frame, 5 orichalcum pistol barrel, 10 mystic coins. You can make the pistol frames and barrels or just buy them off of the trading post, as well as the mystic coins should you need them still. With all of these items, head over to the Mystic Forge and toss them in.
Nice gear.
Congratulations with your new pistol. Now, Decisive Evidence is only one of 5 weapons you can make, and I have videos on all 5 of them, so make sure you check those out as well if you want to complete your Living World Season 1 collection. But at any rate, I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, don't forget to boop that like button and stop by a live stream sometime. We'd love to have you. Until then though, take care and happy adventuring, my friends.